Rocking with the best. Who's the boxing show that's knocking out the competition? The kick-ass podcast that make you want to listen. The place where boxing fans and fighters rejoice. Thumbs up for Richie, you're listening to the fighter's voice.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Richard Ortiz of The Fighter's Voice. The only voice that matters. I'm like our guests. We're simply knocking out the competition. Today, we're going to talk about possibly, finally, this fight is going to happen, and we're going to be talking about Crawford and Spence. You know, for a while, a lot of people have been tired about talking about it, but it looks like it may take place. We're going to talk about that on the top of our show, and we're also going to discuss Celebrity Boxing Championship Celebrity Boxing, which is happening June 23rd. I'm going to talk about our guest who's competing on there, which is going to be hosted by former world champion Zab Judah. We're also going to talk about Anthony Joshua, now being trained by Robert Garcia in this mega deal that he signs with DAZN Boxing. Eddie Hearn did it once again. And we're going to talk about the Hall of Famer, finally, class of 2021, the one, the only, Money Mayweather himself. We're going to talk about his reaction and what mark he's going to leave in the sport of boxing. But before we go any further, I want to introduce our guests. Ladies and gentlemen, the green belt, the WBC youngest amateur ambassador. He's only 12 years old, just recently celebrated a birthday. You're young entrepreneur, boxer, rapper, but he's putting all his energy into the boxing ring. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our guest, Mr. Money Prince. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Welcome to the Fighter's Voice. So do I call you Prince? Do I call you Money? Or do I call you MP? Or what do you
Money
like
Prince.
to be called? Okay, just like all together, Money Prince.
Yes.
You know, I don't even know where to start, man. I mean, I was telling people that you were on the show. They did a little homework. They did their background. And they have all kinds of questions, but so do I. But, you know, we're going to have fun today. Because usually our guests, we talk about the sport of boxing, but I like to get a little personal. I like to find out what makes this person click. So you're only 12 years old and
Yes.
very athletic. I imagine you could have played any sport that you wanted to. You can follow the footsteps of your father, a great basketball player. I was looking at his three-point shots today. Why the sport of boxing?
Because I just always loved fighting, mostly. And also, I was technically, when I was 3 years old, or about 2, I went to my Uncle Zab, and I went and saw him fight, and I just won that fight.
You said your Uncle Zab. Let's talk about that. So the DNA is in your blood. We're talking about Zab Judah, correct?
Yes.
Now, did he pull you off to the side when Dad wasn't looking and, you know, kind of holding his hands out, working on the 1-2s, or did the boxing come naturally for you?
Boxing came naturally.
So after watching Zab Judah, you made up your mind at an early age, I want to follow the footsteps of Uncle Zab Judah and throw your hat into the sweet science. Was there any track? Was there any football, tennis, basketball, any other sports that caught your attention as well as boxing?
Nah, it was just boxing.
You were just sold on that with that natural left jab, correct?
Yeah.
I can imagine in school, do you get a lot of questions, you know, because, you know, you also, I mean, you like to write lyrics. You like to get on the stick, on the mic and, you know, bust some bars every now and then. How do they treat you in school, Money Prince?
I'm homeschooled.
Oh, okay. So you're homeschooled. Well, how do they treat you at home then?
Then it's pretty nice, though. I just got to work out and do schoolwork, and then just day after day.
So you got it all laid out for you. So I already know where this is going. There's only a few great ones that start at a young age, where they are homeschooled. Family is heavily involved. Father is right there supporting, correcting, there to hold you, there to pick you up when you fall, because we're all human. We all fall. But it looks like the plan, the blueprint is laid out for young Money Prince. When do you have time to say, you know what, today I want to go to Disneyland, or today I want to write some music, or, you know, today I want to go to the movies? Do you sometimes make time, or do you all the time make time to balance out boxing and also, you know, you're only 12 years old. Be a kid. Go to the mall.
Yeah, so probably balance out.
What's your favorite? Okay, I'm sorry. What was that?
Balance out.
You balance it out. Money Prince, what's your favorite time of the day? What do you like to do? What's your favorite part of the day?
Mostly going to the gym, working out.
Let's talk about this. Okay, we'll say what's the midpoint of the day for you? We'll say when. Oh, we'll say today. When you woke up today, what was your regimen like? How did you start off with? Some school, some eating, some exercise. Tell us the life about Young Money Prince.
So first, just went down to get something to eat, do schoolwork, and then go to the gym.
When you say something to eat, what did you eat? What's your favorite? What's your preference? What do you choose?
Probably watermelon, and mostly watermelons.
And
then some fruits.
Oh, some fruits. Okay. So when you want to just indulge in a meal, what's your favorite cheat meal? Where you just go to town on it. I mean, you just got to have it. For me, it's pizza. So, and for you, what do you like to?
Yeah, probably pizza.
What kind? Pepperoni? I don't like onions on mine. So how do you like your pizza prepared? Pepperoni? Extra cheese?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna party with you, man. One day we're just gonna. You know what we're gonna do one day, Money Prince? We're gonna go order 2 pizzas, and we're gonna tell them don't even cut them, just give them to us. You know what I mean? Because it's all mine and it's all yours. We'll just eat the whole entire pizza. How does that sound?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So in Vegas, Nevada, right? Where should we go? Who has the best pizza in Las Vegas?
Secret Pizza.
Secret Pizza?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go check that out. So we got our fruit. We ate in the morning. What happens after that?
Then we just go to the gym, work out, go home, and go to sleep.
You
and
gotta,
get ready for the next day.
What do you think about once you're getting your hands wrapped? Because I know there's a time there, and you know they got to wrap them very careful, and there's a moment there. You know, it doesn't happen, real fast. What are you thinking about once you're getting your hands wrapped?
I was thinking about when I'm gonna fight.
About working out and sparring?
Yes.
Now, listen, the professional ranks, they're going to be all the way down the line. But do you have it figured out in your head once you turn pro? What's going to be your walkout song?
I actually don't know yet, but it'll probably be something dope. I know that.
It might be you, right? It might be one of your tracks.
Yeah.
So we talked about who influenced you to put the boxing gloves on. Who influenced you to, to start rapping, start writing some lyrics, and, start feeling some rhythm on the mic? What was your biggest influence in music? Oh, your dad. Your dad busts a little bit then.
Yeah.
There you go. Probably your dad. I mean, it's in that DNA. We talked about that earlier. So there you go. I'm pulling up a picture of both you and your dad right now. So if you're watching us live on YouTube, as we go along in any subject or topic that I have, we're going to make sure we pull those pictures. I can see your dad. Your dad looks very athletic. I've seen him move around on the basketball court. I was watching some of his videos. Very nice man. Very respectful. And not to take the shine off you right now, but we had a small discussion. I'm hearing that he may lace up the gloves as well. When you hear that your dad's going to get in the ring, how does that make you feel, Money Prince?
It's pretty cool because I'm about to knock people out. My dad about to knock people out. So
you guys are about to knock them out together.
Yes, sir.
I was watching a little sparring session that you had, and you really like that shoulder roll, and there was a shot that landed on you. It was a chest, and you backed up a step and you started beating your chest as if to say, "Come on, bring it on, let's go, let's have some fun in there." Looked like you were having fun in there. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, I was.
What would you say is your best attribute? Your jab, your footwork, or just being a kid inside that ring?
Probably just being a kid, just having fun.
Man, you got a great life, man. I'm hearing all this, man. I mean, kids your age that don't got to go to school, you're homeschooled, but you got that talent. The blueprint is all laid out, but you still got to put in the work. On those tough days, what inspires you to go to the gym or maybe wake up, get out of bed and go? Because we all have those days. We might have stayed up late or something else is on our mind. What inspires you to get out of bed and go 100%?
Probably because I just got to win this fight. So every day I work out, it's like, to me, it's another chance. Every single punch and workout I take is another chance of me winning that fight.
And we're talking about June 23rd, right?
Yes.
Man, that's gonna be televised too. See, I'm gonna have to order that. I'm gonna have to make sure that I check that out.
Yeah.
So are you're gonna be on the prelims, correct? You're gonna be on the fights before some of the main event comes on. I mean, do you know what order you're in?
I don't know right now, but probably the first. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what are you wearing? Who's doing your gear? Who's putting your gear together? Have you picked all that out yet?
Not yet, but it's coming.
That's right. Who's designing it for you? I want to know.
Designing, I don't know yet, but it's ain't gonna be that long till it comes though.
Well, I'm gonna give my friend a plug. I'm gonna give him a fair shake. If you ever need something just awesome designed, you got to go to my buddy Junior from I Got My Own Back. And I mean, he's one. Hey, man, I mean, this guy, you got to sit down with him. Let him read your mind on exactly what you want when it gets in the boxing ring, because you look good, you feel good, you participate good. And I know you're gonna have a good night, June 23rd. Have you envisioned it? Have you envisioned it in your head once that bell rings? What you're gonna do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna just fight as hard as I can.
Man, you're just so full of energy, man. It sounds like you're ready to go right now.
Yes, sir.
So, week of the fight. This is fight week. I mean, leading up to it, when do you kind of take it easy? Will that be Friday night? Because it's the event's Saturday night, correct?
Yes, sir.
Man, I got to check out that fight, man. I may go live on Instagram checking you out, man, because I can't be that one. Where's it located at?
It's located in Hollywood.
Oh, okay. L.A. Man, that may be a possibility. I'm not too sure yet. I'm pulling it up right now. It says June 23rd, 2022. Doors open at 6 p.m. And the Globe Theater in L.A. Celebrity Championship Boxing. Zab Judah presents Battle of the Stars. And you're going to see Young Money Prince on that card.
Yes.
Now going into that fight, I know that day has to be different from you. Is different than as today. Now, days that you have fights, how do you prepare yourself mentally? I mean, what are you thinking about the minute you wake up and you have a fight that day?
So I'm mostly just thinking about how I'm going to win, and when I do win, what am I going to do after? So mostly just going straight for the win.
Now, when you're working close with Floyd Mayweather Sr., what do you guys work on? And what makes him the happiest? Like once he teaches you something and you're able to do it, what reaction comes out of him when you know you're doing good? How does he react to you? Does he give you a high five, just a little smile, or is he just feeling good?
Yeah, mostly like a little smile.
That's right. Yeah, he smiles because he knows. He sees that treasure. He sees that trophy. He sees your future, because to be trained by him, I mean, he's been there, done that. He's worked with the greats, of course. His son, Floyd Mayweather. He's worked with Oscar De La Hoya. He's worked with, I mean, you name it. I mean, he's worked with the best in the world.
Yes, sir.
Knowing that you're trained by one of the best trainers in the world, how does that make you feel?
It's crazy.
Tell us about that rush. What makes it crazy?
Because technically, all my life, I've been training with the best trainers and to get better and to be the best fighter I can be. And it ended up just, yeah.
And you're training in one of the best facilities in the world at Floyd Mayweather's gym in Las Vegas, Nevada. My gosh, all the greats have walked through there. The ring that you're in is just, I mean, the who's who of boxing has laced him up and went inside that ring.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, man, because I met Floyd years ago in Fresno, California. I mean, a long time ago. Long time ago. Before he was even Money May. Before he was, no, he was champion of the world, yes. And everybody was giving him a boxing glove to sign. And I didn't want to be one of those. I gave him a baseball. And he looked at it for a while. He goes, oh, okay. But he signed it, So I got a picture of him signing it. Very nice guy, man. And I remember he was just wearing just a regular white tank top. Very nice. He signed everything that was brought to him. Very nice person. When you meet him and you talk to him on a professional level, what advice does he give you?
So mostly just to work hard. Every day work hard keep the ground going, and
You know, he was recently inducted into the Hall of Fame, the class of 2021. And we're
Yeah.
talking about one of the best fighters in the world, possibly one of the by far the most a defensive fighter technique, bar none, one of the best. And I would say a close second, I would have to say Pernell Whitaker as far as defense. And Floyd received a lot of awards. A lot of them he earned. All of them he earned. All the bouts. But this one really, excuse me, this one really touched his heart. Before he went to the podium, you know, he got a little emotional, as if to say all that hard work paid off.
yes,
Now, when you see him, do you see yourself also walking in greatness like Floyd Mayweather?
yes, pretty sure. Yeah.
Do you see yourself? I mean, because we're going to talk about the Olympics and all that stuff, and I know it's just baby steps, but do you see yourself becoming a world champion? Do you see yourself being a pay-per-view star?
Yeah, I see that.
See, these are the questions that I ask, because if you see it, you give it life. We call things if they're not as if they are, which means we give it life. We prophesy that into us, into our spirit, into our mind, body, and soul. And you know all that stuff right there. And you're feeling it right now. Now, also, there's an entertainment part of you, because I'm looking at you, man, and you just look like a celeb. I mean, you got the swag, you got it all, you got the whole picture behind you.
Yeah.
What if you get this rap album deal and you're also boxing? Are you going to be able to balance both of them out, or just do them both?
I was just doing both.
You know what came to mind when I was watching you? I'm going to be honest with you. And I could see this in your future. I could see you doing some acting, man. Definitely. I mean, nice, handsome looking kid. I could see you on the Disney Channel. I could see you inventing your own channel. I could just see you doing it all. I mean, you're definitely born at the right time, man. Everything's in place, man. You got the right trainer. You got the right support from mom and dad. And you got people that love you, man. All
Yes,
over.
sir.
You got Zab Judah. You got that DNA. Xana's a big part of your life. I mean, she said, Rich, let me tell you about this guy. We didn't have a conversation, but we're going back and forth. She's sending me some messages. She was, let me tell you about this kid. This kid is the future of boxing. You have to talk to him, look into him, see what you can do. The minute I looked in, I go, oh my gosh, this guy, this kid. And I was shocked that I thought you were about maybe 14, 15. And I was shocked that you just recently turned 12. It was probably because of the gear you had on, because you had that little swag with you.
Yeah, probably.
But she said, Richard, this kid's the real deal. And I hear that a lot from different people, but I saw for myself, man, this kid is the real deal, has a great support system. It doesn't get any better than what's happening for you. What kind of advice does your dad give you? I mean, you know, I know he says, son, you know, you got to work hard. We all know that. But when does he pull you off to the side and say, you know what, this is what you really need to do, or let's work on this? How do you separate the advice you get from dad and then be able to come home and just kind of, he'll still be your dad, but not boxing dad?
Probably. It's mostly all the time boxing that, but whenever it's not that, then it's just mostly like having fun with each other.
There you, and you know what? You hit it right there, Money Prince. You got to have fun. You got to enjoy.
Yes, sir.
You got to enjoy what you're doing, and it looks like you're enjoying what you're doing, man. And one of the questions that came in today was, how does he fight? How does he put his hair up when he gets inside of the ring? So how do you prepare your hair? That was one of the questions that came in today.
Probably just tie it like this. Then have your hair. Grab the two, and then just put it in the ponytail.
There you go. He demonstrated right there, live on the Fighter's Voice, the only voice that matters. Man, you got that swag to you, man. I already know what's happening right now. Dad's gonna have to. He's gonna have to say, look, man, because these girls are gonna be after you left and right. But you got to focus on the prize, man. You got to focus
Yes,
on
sir.
the prize. It just comes with the territory. You know that
sir.
already, because that's the biggest smile I got so far since you've been on the show.
Oh,
It's okay, man. I mean, Hey, they make you work hard sometimes. They make you work too hard sometimes. And later on in life, they make you break your back and you end up doing things that you thought you wouldn't do. But it's okay.
Yeah.
Women are a beautiful, I don't want to say creature, are a beautiful people, are very important in our lives, because a man can be successful only so far, but with a good woman on his side. And when your time comes, I'm not saying right now, then, we can go to the moon and back. Trust me, when you got that support
Yeah.
system. And it looks like you're on your way to the moon. It looks like you're on your way to reach all your goals. What else do you think about besides boxing and where you're at today, the music? What else do you think about? Is there anything far-fetched? I mean, do you see a plane go by and you say, hey, man, I'd love to try to be a pilot or something? What else enters your mind?
Probably basketball.
Okay, so then you do have a little bit of handle like
Mostly
your
because
dad.
my dad plays, and I just like it.
When your dad played, what number did your dad wear?
I actually don't remember, but I'm pretty sure. I think it used to be like 23. I don't remember.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's Jordan's number. What's your favorite number, Money Prince?
11.
11?
Yes.
I like that. I like that number. My favorite number is 10. So we were
Yeah.
kind of close there.
Yeah.
Now, some of the questions that are coming in, I'm gonna go ahead and start asking them. What's your favorite football team?
Football team?
Yeah.
Probably Ravens.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, Las Vegas, that makes sense. How about baseball? Do you watch America's apple pie? And that's what we call baseball. America's favorite pastime, actually.
I don't watch it that much, but Red Sox probably.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna, maybe get you a Dodger hat or something. I'm a Dodger fan. How about basketball? Who do you like in basketball?
Lakers.
Lakers. My team gets beat up a lot, but we'll get there one day. I'm a New York Knicks fan. That's my team. So, do you watch hockey? Do you watch anything else?
Probably a little bit of soccer.
Okay, I like that. Who's your favorite team? Or what do you like? What do you like to watch? What highlight reel? When they
Probably
score.
Messi.
Oh, you can't go wrong there. Number 10, Messi. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, you know your soccer. That's good. That's real good. Soccer's a very underrated sport, man. I mean, when I played it didn't get the attention that it gets today. But I mean, soccer, these guys are phenomenal. The things they can do with the ball, any professional athlete, as well as these fighters. I want to pick your brain a little bit. Who are some, besides Uncle Zab, who are some of the fighters today that you admire, that you watch and you're kind of thinking to yourself, man, I like the way they move, or I can do that, or you kind of mimic their style a little bit?
Probably Tank, and mostly Tank.
Tank got power, man. Tank's
Yeah.
always in the fight, man. It doesn't matter if he's always in control. Even when you think he's not in control, he's in control because he's setting traps. He's baiting you in. He may give up a round just so you can get confident and walk into something. And we saw that a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
Now, he's entered the gym where you were in there. And that was going to be my next question. This one's actually mine. What advice besides Floyd Mayweather Sr., and Uncle Zab, what fighter has come up to you and given you some good advice that it really clicked with you or made you feel happy or you understood exactly what they were asking or what they were telling you or explaining to you?
Probably Carmel.
Who's that?
Carmel.
Oh, okay. That's right. Now, what exactly, if you don't mind sharing, what advice did he give you?
So technically, he told me about having to keep my hands up and have it so technically don't show how I'm about to fight. So if I was about to punch with my right, not try to show how I'm about to jab. It's like
there you
make
go.
sure so they can't just read what I'm about to do.
There you go. What's your favorite combination? If you were, okay, we'll say this. If you were behind on the cards, right, in your amateur fights, what would be your selective punch? What combination would you lean towards and say, okay, I'm comfortable with this. I'm feeling this. I need to catch up on some points here. What would be your go-to
Probably
combination?
1-1-2.
1-1-2. I'm looking at you right now, man. And I was watching the tape of you too, man. You got some fast hands. I love the jab, love the footwork, and yeah, you got some pop in there too. And I love the shorts that you got on too. I mean,
Thank you.
look like Versace, man. And then you got the high socks, and you got your own style, man. You got that swag to you, even down to your gloves, man. I mean, I know you and Dad are very selective when it comes time to gear up or to go shopping.
Yes, sir.
Hey, let me ask you this, okay? Because your dad's an older version of you. I got to ask you, what's your dad's favorite cologne?
I actually don't know.
Tell your dad to check out some Creed. Okay,
Yeah.
there's cologne called
I think
Creed.
I tried that before.
Creed. Well, you tried it, and I haven't tried it. I haven't even smelled it yet because I can't even afford it, man. Like one small bottle's like $400, and then they got the bigger bottle, and I just want to smell the cologne, man. But I'm just hearing that is the cologne, the go-to cologne. I know Regis Prograis, he wears that cologne because he told me that he just bought a bottle. Must be nice, huh? Just rolling in some of that good cash.
Yeah.
Now, do you wear cologne?
Yeah.
What kind of cologne do you wear?
Time for it.
Man, you're living the good life, man. Okay, does your closet, how many pair of Jordans you got?
About 2.
Okay,
3.
that's good. That's good. But I bet you got your closet all lined up with your gear, your clothes, because you love fashion, especially FUBU, because you were rocking that stuff. So we'll give them a plug, too.
Yes, sir.
You're just surrounded by greatness. I know Vinny Pazienda, I know he admires on what you're doing. I know he's watching and thinking to himself as well, and has said, man, this kid is the real deal.
Yeah.
Now, did you get a chance to watch the movie, portraying his movie?
Yeah, I watched it.
It was pretty good, huh? Very good.
Yes, sir.
That actor did a great job of portraying Vinny Pazienda.
Yeah, he did.
Now, see, he left a mark in boxing, and he also overcame adversity when a lot of people doubted him. They thought he would never be able to compete again. Not only did he do that, he did it at the highest level possible. Now, wouldn't that be something that after it's all said and done, they make a movie after Money Prince?
Yeah, probably.
That's right. They will.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you got to remember, we got to shoot for the stars. When I say we, because I support you, my man. I don't just have people on the show and then I cut them off and say, hey, how you doing? I'm a fan now. I'm hooked. And next time I go to Vegas, I'm going to call your dad. I'm going to have to meet up with you guys, man. Maybe we got to break some bread, have a cup of coffee, because I got to meet you in person.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'm going to see if your dad has that Creed cologne.
Yeah.
There you go, man. What kind of car do you think you want to get when your time comes? Once you get your driver's license and, you reach the age of 16.
Probably a Urus.
What color do you want?
Red.
How about the interior? How about inside? What color do you want it inside?
White.
White. There you go. Oh, man. You got it all decked out, huh? You're going to have some
Yes.
like Floyd. Floyd has a couple good cars, right?
Yes.
Now, one of the questions asked, do you go skateboarding or do you roller skate at all?
Skateboard.
Oh, you skateboard.
Yes.
So do you ever watch the X Games or anything on ESPN?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Who do you like to
Yeah.
watch? Who do you admire in there?
I don't really don't admire nobody. I just like watching the sport.
Yeah, because they do a lot of tricks on the board, correct?
Yeah.
When's the last time you've been to the movies, and what movie did you watch?
Last time was probably my birthday, and I watched Bad Guys.
How was that? How would you rate that? Was that a good movie?
It's super good.
Yeah?
Yes.
Now, when you did go to school, what school did you go to? What was the name of the school?
I went to Odyssey, but that's kind of like a homeschool place.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can understand that. Now, if you were the celebrity thing, the celebrity boxing, if you could pick somebody to say, invite a guest, any guest in the world to come and watch your fight, who would it be?
Mike Tyson.
Oh, yes, Mike Tyson. Yeah. What was it like meeting Mike Tyson?
It was pretty cool. Not even gonna lie.
What did he tell you at all?
He was just, so I just showed him my shot boxing, and he said I did way good.
Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Man, and that's coming from Iron Mike, the baddest man on the planet.
Yeah.
The baddest man on the planet. And he gives you advice. You're just getting advice from everybody. Anybody that's anybody in the sport of boxing is giving you advice.
Yes.
Now, there's going to be a big championship fight coming up, a rematch. And it's going to be with Anthony Joshua. And he recently got a new trainer. He got which is a buddy of mine, and Robert Garcia is now going to be training Anthony Joshua. And look at I'm pulling it up right now on YouTube, and you can see the size difference. So, I mean, the way he has to, Robert's going to have to adjust. The way he holds the mitts, the way he moves around, the way he just able to train Anthony Joshua. I think it's a very good move by Team Joshua. And as he's making good moves, he also signed a great deal with DAZN Boxing. I mean, a big contract with DAZN. Eddie Hearn negotiated his butt off to get him that deal with Matchroom Boxing. Now, when you see these big deals, these big endorsements that come with being successful in boxing, is that something that you want to be a part of? Is that something that you shoot for? Is that something that you think about, you dream about? What does it mean to you?
Yeah, because for real, I would just fight. If I get one of those, that's when the time comes, then I definitely do it. Yeah.
There you go. Now, I know Fubu hooked you up with some gear.
Yes, sir.
Michael Jordan, of course, signed with Nike. You have these athletes, they sign with either Nike, Puma, or Cologne, or it can be any endorsement. What company is out there, or what item is out there that you would love to be sponsored by? And by the way, if anybody that wants to help out with Money Prince sponsorship, get a hold of your father, or get a hold of Zena, or just anybody that wants to help out, or get a hold of Fighter's Voice, and I'll send them your way, because you always have room for sponsorships, because that does help out a lot, you know?
Yes.
So, what company would you want to be sponsored by?
Probably Nike.
Nike. Are those the shoes that you wear when you're working out?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah?
Most of the time, yeah.
So, I got a question for you. King Marcel, is that Spanish? His last name Spanish?
No.
No or yes? Because I want to say
No.
it the right way. How do you pronounce his last name?
Marcel, I
Duarte.
don't. Yeah, Duarte.
Yeah, okay. I just had to ask that because I was like, oh, okay, how should I pronounce that? Because I did talk to your dad yesterday, and I want to do a follow-up after your fight. I want to, take a week off, but I want to bring you back on the show as well as your father on the show, because he's going to prepare himself for celebrity boxing. I want to get his take on your performance, and I want to get your take on how you did and what you correct or what you worked on in the gym. So I'm not cutting you off now. I'm just telling you what we're going to do later on. So I want to make sure I don't like chopping up anybody's name. So I had to ask you first. I just wanted to make sure, because it sounded like a Mexicano name. It sounded like a Spanish name, and I just want to make sure I got it right.
Yeah.
So listen, Crawford and Spence, it looks like it's finally going to happen. I mean, these guys have been talking about it. They've been with different promotion companies, and that was the only holdup. But we're talking about both men are in their prime. Both men are undefeated. Crawford is 38-0, 29 knockouts. Errol Spence is 28-0, 22 knockouts. No man has ever suffered a defeat as a professional. It looks like they're finally going to get together in October, late October or early November.
Yes.
Who do you think's going to win that fight? Who's your favorite going into that fight?
I think Spence. Yeah.
Why,
I feel like Spence should win.
Why would you say that?
Because he's a good fighter.
Do you think he'll win it by decision, or do you think, he'll win by knockout, or do you think he'll dominate? How do you see that fight? Do you see it going back and forth? Do you see it very close?
Yeah, it'll probably be pretty close.
Yeah?
Yeah.
On your scorecards, what do you like about Errol Spence? Tell me one
Carlos
feature you
Prince?
like about him. Yes.
He's a good fighter, and I talked to him before a couple of times.
He's
So
he's a
I
very
know he'll win this.
he's a you know what? I'm leaning towards Errol Spence. He's a very technical fighter, very smart, doesn't back down. He he brings problems to people. Although Terrence Crawford, he'll give up a round or two to figure you out, but he's always making that transition in the second half of the fight. That's going to be very, very close. I'm going to have to see something that day of the fight, maybe something at the weigh-in, or maybe something as they're walking into the ring, or maybe something when they're in the ring, something where one fighter looks away, or I see something. That's what it's going to come down to, because I really couldn't tell you who's going to win right now. If I had my mortgage in my hand, I don't know who to bet on.
Yeah. But it's going to be a pretty close fight.
It is going to be a very close fight. When's the last time you've been to a professional fight?
The last time,
Yeah.
probably about last year.
Last year? Who did you see? Who did you watch?
I forgot the fighters, but I'm pretty sure it was last year
Now,
in Vegas.
I'm sure it was very loud, very exciting. Do you go to them often? Or, I mean, when you have time, when you're not training?
Yeah, when I got time. And
Now-
mostly for like big fights.
Do you go
That's
to
in town.
Okay. Do you go to your dad's basketball games a lot?
Yeah.
Hey, does your dad got a handle or what?
Yeah, he good.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yes.
What is he? Is he a guard? Small forward?
Point guard.
That's right. I'm gonna have to check him out, man. Yeah, because we definitely just gotta we gotta meet up sometime, man. I mean, because having you on the show is one thing, but I want to go watch. I want to go watch you train one day, if that's okay. You know, get your trainer's permission, your dad's permission. Just watch a little bit. Leave the camera at home, and just be able to sit there and admire your work. And I want to see it for myself, because I'm hearing all these good things, and I'm watching it come to life, and I know where you're headed, and you're headed towards nothing but success. I mean, you have the right attitude. Again, you have the right formula behind you, because when you have a car, you want to put the correct gasoline in there. You want to make sure the oil is changed. You want to make sure you have on the best set of tires that'll grab onto that road. And it sounds like you have all the pieces necessary on your team to be successful and be the winner of your own race.
Yeah.
Team Money Prince. Now, where can I get a shirt that says Team Money Prince? Because I'm going to send you a Fighter's Voice T-shirt. After the show, I'm gonna text your dad, get your address, and I'm gonna send you an official Fighter's Voice T-shirt, man. I want you to rock it one day, man. I'm pretty cool, man. You know.
That's a good idea for me to make my own T-shirts.
That's right. Well, only here. You heard it first here, only on the Fighter's Voice, the only voice that matters. We're just like Money Prince. We're simply knocking out the competition.
Yes.
So, okay, let's do this, Money Prince. We're going to design your shirt. How are we going to design it? What are we going to put on the front, and what are we going to put in the back? Let's tell everybody.
I would put like a tank top kind of that says my name in the front and my logo in the back.
I saw your logo. I think we have your logo. Let me see if we can pop that up. Yeah, there it is right there. Money Prince, $PD. 2 boxing gloves on the side. You're wearing the headphones right now, and you're wearing the shades right now. It's like we designed it right now, where you're on the Fighter's Voice and you're cocking your fist, ready to go.
Yes.
Money Prince. I like that. Got your own logo. And I like your dad's nickname, too. King
Thank
Marcel Duarte. Well, you got a prince. You got to have a king, correct?
Yeah.
And you got to have a queen. Let's not forget about mom.
Yes.
That's the whole team right there. That's that whole foundation.
Yeah.
Now, listen, this is a tough question right here. But I want you to really think and dig down. There's another 12-year-old watching the show, and he or she wants to become a boxer just like you. What advice would you give him or her right now? They're watching the show.
Probably just work hard and never give up and go on with your dream. If you want to be the best fighter in the world, go on with that for the rest of your life until you can complete it.
There you go. There you go. I was going to ask you when I saw that logo, where did you get the idea to design it? Who did you design it with? Who did you share ideas with?
Probably my dad.
Well, you can't. That'll be the best person, both mom and dad, because they have the ideas and they know you better than anybody else in this whole world. So let's get back to the shirts. You're going to have your logo on the back, and in the front, what's it going to say in the front?
In the front of it, probably say Money Prince.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, when they come out, I got to order XL. Definitely.
Yeah.
I got to rock your gear, man.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to tell everybody, he said he was going to make the shirts on the Fighter's Voice. So it's documented, my man. It's going to be right there. We're going to loop it. We're going to just post it and put it out there, man, because I know you got a lot of great ideas in your head. Besides the T-shirts, what other ideas do you have in your head? What else do you want to do? What else do you want to invent, or what else do you want to push out with your logo?
Probably just like my own boxing gear with my logo on it, probably.
I like that.
So like boxing gloves and stuff.
Your own swag. Why not your own cologne? If you had your own cologne, what would you call it?
Royalty.
Royalty?
Yeah.
I like that. That's a great answer. Royalty. I like that. That'd be a great name for a gear bag, Royalty.
Yeah.
Wow. Or even put that on the side of your shoes, Royalty.
Yeah.
Now, when you fight this Saturday, what song are you coming out to? Because we got to think of a song. Have you thought of anything yet?
Probably D-Boy.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So who's going to be in your corner?
In my corner? So I already know Uncle Sierra going to be in my corner. And my dad, my mom, yeah.
There you go. There you go. And believe me, Dad's going to be looking fly, too. Because I've watched his gear, man. I mean, he has the same. I mean, you guys both are G'd up. I mean, I would love to go shopping with you guys, man. Where do you guys go shopping at?
Mostly, like, Gucci store, Louis Vuitton, stuff like that.
Wow. I'm definitely going to go shopping with you guys when I head to Vegas. I just came from Vegas not too far back. When I'm in Vegas again, I'm going to get a hold of your dad. I'm going to say, you know what, man, let's go shopping. Or let me just go chill with you guys. I want to see the way you guys roll.
Yeah.
So you said you have 2 pair of Jordans. And the Jordan 1s, they're dropping in July. So I'm looking forward to those. I haven't bought a pair of Jordans. It's been a minute. But I remember I did have a pair of Jordan 1s in high school. And I wanted to, if I'm ever going to get a pair, it's going to be in July. So we'll find out. We'll see, man. Maybe I can catch some of your swag too.
Yeah.
So do you have any questions for me? Because I'm gonna drop something on you real heavy, Money Prince.
All right.
Can I ask okay, no, go ahead. You got something for me?
No, I'm good.
Okay, can I drop this on you? I was thinking about it yesterday.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but you got to talk to mom and dad, okay?
Yeah.
Thursday, it's not going to be this week. Next week we have Andrew Maloney. That's going to be on the show. It'll be Tuesday, but it'll be Wednesday in Australia.
Yeah.
And Thursdays, possibly, this name is up in the air, so I really can't name it just yet. But either Tuesday or Thursday, I want to bring you back on the show, and you can be my co-host for that show.
Okay.
And I'll say, hey, this is Rich Ortiz, your host of The Fighter's Voice, along with my co-host, rocking the most, Mr. Money Prince. And for one of these shows that's going to be either next Tuesday or Thursday, I need you to be my co-host, man. You're going to have all your questions ready, and it's going to be The Fighter's Voice, Money Prince, Richard Ortiz show. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds dope.
That's right. Good.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Okay, well, yeah, you got to talk it over with mom and dad, and if they say it's a go, we're going to make that happen, and I'm going to post it. I'm going to say making his podcast host debut, Money Prince will be live on the only voice that matters, The Fighter's Voice.
Yeah.
So you're going to get all your questions together, man. You're going to be able to just handle it.
Okay.
Good. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that because I was thinking about that too. Did you know you're the youngest guest I've ever had on the show?
Yes, I do.
Yes, 12 years. Besides that, it was who else was it? It was we had an MMA fighter, female. Her name was Jenna the Jen, and she was 14, I believe. She actually just got inducted into the Hall of Fame in her area. She's now how old is she now? 18? Fia? Yeah, she's like 18 now. But I brought her on the show one time as a co-host because I had Zoila Frostel the very next week, who's an MMA fighter, and I thought she'd be able to get great advice from her. So I brought her on at the age of 14, but I'm going to bring you on at the age of 12.
Yeah.
Man, I'm excited already. Are you excited about that?
Yes, sir.
I want you to be excited about that. I want you to have a good time, man. I want you to be excited about Saturday. And, you know, you have that look that when people see you, they're thinking, okay, you see this smiling face, good-looking kid, but can he fight? And you're going to show the world. You're going to show your opponent. You're going to show everybody in that Coliseum exactly what Money Prince is all about.
Yes, sir.
Because Zab Judah, he just don't endorse anybody. It doesn't matter if you're his brother, his cousin, his nephew, or anybody. If he endorses you, it's because he believes in you 100%.
Yes.
Hey, and you know what? Watch the first couple rounds of Zab and Floyd Mayweather. Ooh, they were going back and forth. That was the first couple rounds, man. That was a great fight. I'm sure you and your dad watch it, and he breaks it down and dissects it because Zab didn't care. Zab was letting them hands go. He was, according to Zab, he came in there and was just going to take over. He didn't care who you are or what you are or where we are. And this is what I do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I had the pleasure of meeting Zab Judah on it was Conor McGregor Mayweather. So that week of Zab Judah was there, and I had a chance to meet him. I shook his hand, took a picture with him. Very nice guy. Again, he stopped for everybody, signed everything, took pictures with everybody, and he wasn't taking interviews because I had my video crew there. But the way it works at the MGM Grand, if you pull out your camera, they'll shut you down. You got to get a what's it called? It's called a follower there, and you got to email MGM Grand so they assign somebody with you. You know, and I'm thinking, okay, well that's cool. They'll be with me, but they're only with you an hour. And like anything else, they want that tip. But during that hour, I was able to get Sugar Ray Leonard, so that was good. So we were able to lock up and get that interview in there. And I remember the way that happened. And my hour was up once Zab Judah came in. So I didn't want to get, you know, now, I mean, you can pull out your phone now and stuff, but, you know, then, you know, the phones weren't as good as they are today. Because today you can get away. You don't even need a camera sometimes. You just got that phone, especially if you got the new iPhone, man. That stuff is crystal clear.
Yeah.
Do you have an iPhone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what iPhone you got?
The 11.
Okay, cool. That's right. Because you know I follow you. I follow you on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
I asked your dad if you had a Twitter. So he said, no, you didn't have one, but I hashtagged when I posted your stuff.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, the Fighter's Voice, man. I mean, you know, follow us, man. Support us, man, because we support you, Money Prince. I want to make sure I go to your next fight. Especially, man, I didn't know it was in L.A. That's still doable.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But I definitely got to meet you in person. I definitely want to get a little interview with you on video. What was that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Exactly. So I'm going to talk about this event. June 23rd, 2022. Doors open at 6 p.m. There's still tickets available. Make sure you order it on Live Fight. Zab Judah presents Celebrity Championship Boxing at the Globe Theater in LA, California. Go to www.celebritychampionshipboxing.com. This event is sanctioned by USA Boxing. Tickets are still available. Man, so we gave him the plug right there, and you the plug. And you got to make sure when you go see Money Prince. Take your pin with you so he can sign your gloves. He'll take pictures with you, meet your fans, your followers, and your supporters. And once again, anybody that wants to watch and support or even sponsor Money Prince, get a hold of Uncle Zab or get a hold of your dad, King Marcel, or Zena. Or, hey, even reach out to the Fighter's Voice. I'll send them your way because, you know, hey, a lot of people want to be on your shorts. A lot of people want to be on your walk. on your journey. And there's some people out there, man, they just want to be a part of you, Money Prince. How does that make you feel?
It's gonna be cool.
It's going to be real cool.
That's
It's going to be real cool. Now, I know Dad is watching. He's probably giving hand signals or something. Ask Dad if he has a question. Ask
Yeah,
Dad.
he's upstairs.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure that I caught everything. I didn't want to miss anything. Is there anything you want to give a shout out to your sponsors?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do that.
So shout out to all my sponsors. Thank you for everything y'all gave me, and I'm about to win this fight.
Well, who are your sponsors? I want to know who they are.
I got a lot. I got a lot.
Okay, okay. Well, I mean, if we give one and not the other, they act like that, but, and where can we follow you? What's your Instagram?
Instagram, Money Prince 1.
Okay, it just on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, make sure you follow Money Prince 1. We got to get all those followers and supporters. He's about to break loose on his own YouTube channel. He's going to have a rap album dropping. We still use the term album, even though, it's, you're dropping some music, man. I mean, what's the correct terminology now? I mean, people don't get CDs now. They just download everything. So, but back in the day, I'm old school, dropping that album.
Yes, sir.
What's the name of some of the songs that you've written?
So, I made one called Money something. I forgot the name. I'm pretty sure it was Vegas Kid. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm dropping a new one in a little bit.
Well, there you go. Well, when you do it, send it to us, man, and we'll play it. We'll play it as our outro right now. Now, I want to do something special, man. It has nothing to do with the show, and I'm going to do it about real life. Do you have the one of my cat? You do? I'm talking to the engineer right now. Money Prince, do you have any pets?
Yes, I have a dog.
A dog? Do you have any cats or anything?
No.
Well, I'm an animal lover. I have dogs and I have cats. And recently I lost my cat, man. 15 years. I was getting ready to be 16 years of having them. So I wanted to give my cat a shout out and said, that's to Pippi right there. I call him my BB. Right there, man. I lost him, but I had good 15 years of life. And, he was a very supportive cat, man. When I wasn't feeling good, Money Prince, I'd come home and he would just lay there with me. He was like therapeutic. He would take away my pain. He would take away my stress and my worry, just like most animals do. He treated us all with love, man. And, he showed us how to love, and he was definitely the general in the house, because we had other cats too, but Pippi, man, I mean, he was the G right there. So I wanted to give him, a shout out, man, because, he's close to me. You got to love animals, man. I love animals. They're God's creatures.
Yes.
What's the name of your dog?
Rocky.
Rocky?
Yes.
Like, hey, yo, Adrian. That Rocky or just like Rocky?
Yeah, like the boxer Rocky.
Oh, okay. There you go. Like the movie. That was a terrible impression, but yeah. So what actors do you like?
As in actor-wise, probably the guy that played Greek. He did good.
Oh, he did very good. Yes, I agree with you. Good answer. Very good answer.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
There you go.
Super good.
There you go. Man, I wish I would have brought up that picture, because I know you meant Stitch, and I know Stitch was on that show. Stitch Duran.
Yes.
Yeah. Did Stitch Duran, did he give you any advice? Did he talk to you about anything?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you mind sharing it with us? What he advised you?
Yeah. So he just advised me about working hard.
Well, that seems to be the key in the recipe to everything, is working hard. Now, listen, before I let you go, man, I want to thank you. It's been a pleasure. Money Prince, the WBC youngest amateur ambassador. They don't just give that title to anybody, and that's the green belt. The WBC cares, with Jill, Nancy Rodriguez, who's part of the WBC, and of course Suleiman, who's part of the WBC, and of course the awardee Money Prince is part of the WBC. Yes, I wish you nothing but success, and it looks like success is the recipe to greatness, and you have the right formula once again in front of you. I mean, you're part of Team Money Prince. I want to be part of Team Money Prince, but once those shirts come out, man, I got to order an extra large from you.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
I have a men's small. I think that's the smallest I have, so they may fit you a little baggy, but I'm going to make sure I get your dad's address after the show. I'll text him, and I'm going to send you a Fighter's Voice t-shirt.
Okay.
All right, man. Hey, anything else that you want to add to the viewers, the fans, and the followers?
No, that's it. But thank you for all my followers, everybody that supported me, and I'm gonna keep working hard, win this fight for all y'all, and I'm gonna be the best fight ever.
Okay, I'm going to help you with that answer right now. Once that first bell rings, what can everybody expect that's watching your fight?
Everybody, y'all gonna expect somebody get dropped in that fight, and it ain't gonna be me.
Hey, you heard it from him. I would say the man himself, Young Money Prince. I want to thank you once again for coming on the Fighter's Voice, the only voice that matters. And next week, you check with mom and dad, and I want to bring you on as a co-host. And whatever guests we have on that show, you're going to be co-hosting the show. How does that sound?
That's gonna be cool.
Hey, you know what? Thank you once again. Thursday, we have a guest that I just can't really name right now because last time we named him and hyped him up, something happened. He didn't come on. So I just told him, you know what? You just come on the show, and we're just going to just pop it on live and surprise everybody. But next Tuesday, we have Angela Maloney all the way from down under from Australia. And Thursday, we're working on a guest. I just got to get confirmation. You know, because you know what? You guys got different schedules. And, you know, I like to accommodate your schedules. You know, you got workouts, you got sparring. And you guys, you know, there's no season. It's all the time with fighters and especially professional fighters. But I want to thank you once again, man. It's been an honor. And you know what? A lot of people said, Richard, it is going to be a tough interview. You got a 12-year-old young man. It's going to be very difficult. And I said, no, I watched him. I watched his swag. You did great. You did wonderful. You did an awesome interview, Money Prince. You have a future in broadcasting. You have a future as a host. You have a future in anything you put your mind to it, because I can just tell you're so driven.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to take the best part of the show later on, which is any part that me and you are both on, and I'm going to tag you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. Have a good evening. And I appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you.
And let your dad know I'm going to text him in a little while.
Okay.
Make sure you win that fight, man. I'm going to be watching.
Yes, sir.
Okay, have a good evening, my man.
You too.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Young Money Prince. He fights this Saturday on Celebrity Championship Boxing. Also, we're going to be talking about Thursday, we're going to be talking about, once again, we're going to break down that Crawford fight with more detail and Spence. And we're also going to talk about, we're going to ask our guest, is that good chemistry with Anthony Joshua and Robert Garcia? And our thoughts on Floyd Money Mayweather, on, you know, him in the Hall of Fame. I mean, which is a no-brainer. Just how before he went to the podium, he was very emotional. And, you know, a lot of fighters, because they've worked so hard. And that's the ultimate. You know, they can win bouts left and right, but it being inducted in the Hall of Fame, that's forever. And, you know, legends live forever, and he is a living legend, and he's still doing it. And to our favorite part of the show, I'm your host, Richard Ortiz of the Fighter's Voice, the only voice that matters. We're simply knocking out the competition. And make sure you follow us at www.youtube.com/thefightersvoice, and on Instagram @thefightersvoice, and on Twitter, FightersVoice_. As always, it's a wrap. Thumbs up for Richie.